We now cross back to Nkandla in KwaZulu-Natal, outside the home of former President Jacob Zuma, and we have our reporter there, Simphiwe Makhanya. Simphiwe, thank you so much for joining us. I believe that you've now made your way to Nkandla. What's happening there?
Well, the dust has now circled outside former President Jacob Zuma's home here in Nkandla. I'm going to ask my colleague Tulani Ngcobo to give you a better view of how the situation is looking like this morning. Very quiet, I must say, Simphiwe. Even the members of the MKMVA that had been standing on that main entrance are not there at this very moment. But of course, there are still a few of them who are camped in that marquee there on my far left, still camping there, but no longer guarding the main gates of former President Jacob Zuma's home. In fact, since we arrived this morning here, Simphiwe, we saw a few police vehicles patrolling the area. Even some of them asking us if we are okay, and we said all is basically well with us. And that's been the situation. And we did earlier on manage to speak to a few residents from this village, Simphiwe, and they spoke to us off camera, saying that they are heartbroken by what transpired yesterday, but also they applaud the former president for making the right decision in terms of him having to hand himself over to law enforcement authorities just before that midnight deadline that was put by the Constitutional Court in order for him to abide by that instruction. At the moment, Simphiwe, I can tell you that no one is outside former President Jacob Zuma's home. We have been, trying since our arrival here to get a view or a comment from the family, and the people that we spoke to said perhaps they are not ready at the moment to speak to us. And we saw just a short while ago the son of the former President, Edward Zuma, driving past here, coming out of this main entrance where we are. At the moment, the situation continues to be quiet outside. But of course, we should continue to be here just to monitor any developments taking place from this side, Simphiwe.
All right, Simphiwe, I'm going through a tweet by Duduzile, who is former President Jacob Zuma's daughter, and she said that I just spoke to President Zuma en route, and he's still in high spirits. He said that he hopes they will have his same overalls from Robben Island, and we laughed so hard that at least he won't struggle with Afrikaans this time around. We salute Dad. Nkandla. This speaks of a person or a family member who is not so distraught about his incarceration. Remember that a couple of days ago, after that Constitutional Court judgment was handed down, she also tweeted that we will support Zuma all the way to prison. And I'm also reading into that very bizarre interview that his son Edward Zuma gave yesterday, wherein he said that he's flabbergasted at the country's judicial system. One then wonders whether this will unite the Zuma family and that this will continue making them resolute in terms of fighting for the rights of their father.
One thing for sure, Simphiwe, is that the family members that we have been speaking to from the past week or so are adamant in saying that they feel that the president is under attack. They stand by him, and they feel that he has done nothing wrong. But in terms of the tweets that you are reading, which came through, I think, in the early hours of this morning from Duduzile, it signals perhaps it's a way of saying that we are going to be strong during this time where we are facing these, challenges that the former president is now facing. Together, of course, with his family, they are showing us or the people of South Africa that they will remain strong, united. But of course, we do know that they are very sad and they are very hurt by what has transpired. Of course, taking from what Edward Zuma said yesterday, as well as one of his daughters that we spoke to.
Makhanya, let's leave it there for now. Thank you so much for joining us.